It happened early this morning on Center Street Northwest. That's where we find our Nicole DiDonato. And Nicole, how did this all happen?
Jordan, a very scary situation for employees at TJ's Pizza right behind me. Police say a man entered the restaurant around 2:20 this morning, threatening employees with a gun and demanding cash from the register. An altercation broke out when employees attempted to scare the suspect away. Police say the suspect fired shots at the front door while being pushed out of the restaurant. The shots shattered the glass, injuring one of the employees. Bullet holes can be seen in the front door and in a pizza warmer on the front counter. Many transit users I've spoken to say they've witnessed people fighting on the C train, openly using drugs, and even overdosing. They say it's made them feel less safe taking public transit, especially early in the morning or late at night. And it's not just transit riders that are feeling the impact, it's the operators too. Camilla, we heard from the medical officer of health for the Calgary zone late this afternoon. He says there are now 96 lab confirmed cases linked to this outbreak at all of these daycares. 22 people are in hospital with serious symptoms. 16 of them are here at the Children's Hospital and 6 are at the Peter Lougheed Center. AHS couldn't give any specifics, but says they are all being monitored for severe complications, including a condition that affects kidney function. Crews have been here all day Sunday, maintaining fire breaks, watching for flare-ups, and dealing with hotspots. The fire is considered under control at this time, but local officials warn strong winds could quickly change that. Parks Canada says the bear was over 25 years old, which is the life expectancy of grizzlies. She was also low on body fat for this time of year. The attack happened Friday evening west of Yaha Tinda Ranch in Banff National Park. We don't yet know the identity of the couple killed, but we do know 2 cans of bear spray were found at the scene. The team that responded to the call for help say they encountered an aggressive bear when they got close to the site and shot it dead. Parks Canada says DNA samples from that bear confirm it was responsible for the attack. The bear was not collared or tagged and was not previously known to Parks Canada staff. If approved, homeowners could see an increase of up to 7.8% in property taxes next year. It boils down to a few factors. City administration wants to invest more in housing, transit, and public safety while accounting for inflation and population growth. The administration also wants to shift more of the tax burden from businesses to residential. Just 5 days ago, Danielle Smith told CTV News that Jennifer Johnson could be given a second chance if she does the work. However, today Smith told reporters that she would not allow the Lacombe-Panoka candidate into caucus if she's elected, and that decision is final. The line right behind me here is a lot shorter and moving a lot quicker than it was yesterday when people had to wait several hours. WestJet, though, does tell people to still expect further delays and cancellations over the next 24 hours as it recovers from the service outage and deals with this winter weather. This cul-de-sac in High River got its Hollywood close-up in The Last of Us. Sullivan Road was used for both exteriors and interiors of the main character's house. People can hop into this real-life 1984 Corvette, customized in Barbie's favorite color, and drive to wherever their imagination takes them. Yes, Tara, the extreme weather has not discouraged people from coming out here to take in the Midway Food and Rodeo. The Calgary Stampede says while it's the greatest outdoor show on earth, there's a lot to do inside too. It says it learned a lot of lessons from last year and has made sure there's a variety of indoor activities if people need a break from the heat or rain.
Is a photo with his mom's side of the family.
Emily Gofton says her boyfriend Liam Johnston loved his family and always looked out for the people he cared about.
Sleeping in our bed without him and waking up and knowing that he's not going to be there again. I just miss him so much.
Gofton says Johnston enjoyed kayaking, hiking, rock climbing, and playing music. The pair met almost 2 years ago while working at Mr. Mike's Plumbing. Johnston was an apprentice plumber.
He would work from 7 a.m. and not get home until 12 a.m. He really would do anything to show his loyalty and passion for the company.
The 27-year-old was doing sewer repairs on Thursday. The fire department says he climbed down the ladder into a hole to access a sewer line when a large amount of dirt and debris fell on top of him from the steep slope above. According to officials, one of the walls collapsed and buried him. It took hours for crews to dig him out. Gofton says Johnston raised concerns about the job site the night before the incident.
He had said that the job was a big mess. There was a lot of unexpected things that were happening. His last message was, tomorrow's going to be a rough day.
In a statement, Mr. Mike's Plumbing says Johnston was an upstanding individual and a valued member of our excavation team who will be sorely missed. We extend our sincerest condolences to everyone who knew and loved him.
Every place we lived in, he always made sure to set this photo up.
Johnston and Bobby Jimerson grew up together in Waterloo, Ontario, were co-workers in Calgary, and were the best of friends.
He was just a rare breed. He was the best person I ever met. He made me want to become a better man. He inspired me to become better.
Mr. Mike's Plumbing says it's working closely with authorities to figure out what happened and how to prevent similar incidents in the future. Jimerson and Gofton want answers.
I want to make sure the workplace is safer.
We want to know how this could have been prevented, and we want people held accountable. We want justice for Liam.
Nicole DiDonato, CTV News, Calgary.
And liftoff of Transporter 7.
This SpaceX Falcon 9 launch over the weekend watched around the world with a Calgary connection.
It was amazing to watch it happen, to watch any rocket launch is amazing.
This launch was different. Sue Weber's husband was on board, but not in the traditional way. Tyson Gerald Sorge died last year at age 53. His ashes a small but meaningful part of the payload on board the Transporter 7 mission.
When you're diagnosed with cancer at such a young age, you miss out on so many of the things that you had planned to do.
This trip honors those plans. Sorge spent many nights with his wife tracking satellites, watching rocket launches, and debating which Star Trek series was the best. Sorge brought his passion for technology to 6 continents, working on communication equipment for mining and oil and gas. He passed on those technical skills to his 3 children.
This just was such a fitting thing. It just made so much sense for who he was and what he loved.
Memorial space flight company Celestis is behind this. Flight capsules with the ashes of Sorge and others are attached to a satellite that will orbit the Earth for 5 to 10 years.
Our participants aren't just riding on that satellite. They're actually participating in this real space mission. It actually serves a purpose on that satellite as a ballast for weight and balance.
Loved ones can track their location in real time. The company says popularity is growing as both access to space and cremation rates significantly rise.
I'm really proud that we can come in and do that and make space accessible to the normal person.
Costs range from $3,000 to $13,000, but for many families, the experience is priceless.
He would be over the moon, just beside himself with excitement.
Sorge's final adventure is to descend to Earth and burn up with the appearance of a shooting star. Nicole DiDonato, CTV News, Calgary.